Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I just watched a video about smoothly. I'm from Denver, Colorado, but I've lived in Las Vegas. It's been my home base since 1994. So I tell people I'm from Vegas. My kid was born in Vegas. I lived in Vegas for a long time. I worked there. I had a few houses in Vegas. And this is a video for all of those in Vegas that are disabled who watching my video, and you get inspired by me and my wife. You know, I've had a lot of comments. Some are bad, and a lot of them are bad because a lot of people are jealous, or whatever their problem is. They're living in their mother's basement. They have nothing better to do except criticize people. But I had one lady who said, who remarked something that's very important for all of us. She said, get in where you fit in. And that's exactly what I'm doing living overseas. Now, Smooth Lee was saying that a lot of people in the barber shops, a lot of people that he goes in their house to help, watch. Now, what I want to tell you is here, don't be afraid to come to the Philippines. If you're having a sad, lonely life in America, get in where you fit in. Here, being black, the people don't care if you're black. The people don't care if you're disabled. All they care about is if you're a good person. So if you're tired of just sitting around the house and nobody coming to visit you anymore, or everybody that's in your family, they passed on, and you want to live life again, and you'll live life a little bit longer, don't think that Rose is a weirdo. That the way Rose treats me is very unusual. There are tons of Filipinos. They're trained from young kids to be helpful. They're trained from young kids to be loving, right?
Yes,
In the Philippines, do people care if you're black for the most part?
some,
But not most.
no,
Okay? Do they care that you're disabled?
a little, some of.
Yeah, but people don't just ignore you if you're disabled.
Yeah, no.
Strangers will help you, won't they?
Yeah,
Okay, I remember at one time I was in Denver after I had my stroke, and I was coming out of the driver's license bureau, and I had to get an ID card. And the steps were going down, and there were tons of people all the way around, and I fell. I fell right down the steps, and I was laying on the sidewalk next to the road, and I watched about 50 people walk by me. Nobody,
help you.
nobody helped me. That will never, ever, ever happen
Happen.
in the Philippines.
Yes, 100%.
If there's 50 people around me, 50 people will be trying to pick you up.
Yes,
Is that true?
They not just staring at you.
And-
They
and-
like very worried.
Yeah, the people here are not like Americans. They're very nice, except when they get in the car or on a bike, then they're mean.
And they always greet you.
They always greet you. They don't care. The guy I'm talking about has put up a few videos too about Filipinos don't like blacks. But you've got to remember, the Philippines is 7,000 islands. The Philippines is not one country, really. It used to be 6 or 7 different nations. How many languages do they speak here? Over 200?
Yes.
Tagalog and English are the main languages, but in parts of the Philippines, nobody speaks English. In parts of the Philippines, nobody speaks Tagalog. They speak, what do they speak? Zamba, Ilocano.
Sambal, Kapampangan,
And what's the ones that the people in Samar speak?
Waray.
Waray.
Yeah.
And what else?
Where-
Cebuano.
Wherever you go,
It's a different language. Every little town, or what we would call states,
yes.
has their own language.
Yeah.
So they also have their own history. So they don't all think the same. From my perspective, from what I've seen, do people make fun of you for marrying a black guy, or do they
No.
think lower of you?
No, no, no.
Now, in the places I've been here in Luzon, no, but maybe in some other places,
yes,
yes.
some other, but
Here, no.
here, no, no.
So, but what I want to say is, If you see what you like, don't be afraid. You know, take 2 weeks out of your life and come visit the place and see if everything you've heard or you think is true is true. You'll find that your life is a lot easier here. Your money goes further, and people are not mean. People are helpful. It's just like the other day, she had to go out to the car for somewhere, and she left me in the middle of the restaurant at S&R, which is a grocery store. And I've had plenty of people come up to me while she was gone, saying, "Can I push you somewhere? Can I help?"
Yeah, you don't need to ask or beg
You don't have to
help.
beg for help.
Yeah.
You'll just Filipinos will just give it to you. That's why so many Filipinos
Yes.
are doctors and nurses, because they're
Yes.
helpful people.
That is the Filipino. I think that is already our culture, part of our culture to help.
To help people.
Yeah.
And that's why here, you know, in a country that's supposedly a third world country, where people don't have a lot of money, homelessness in the province, you almost never see anyone. I've never seen one homeless person in the province. Maybe in Manila there's homeless people, but for most part, no. Filipinos help each other.
Yes.
And you know, a lot of us, and then me, he was talking about Smoothly was talking about black people doing a very important job. I try to be nice to all the Filipinos so that when they see a black man, they're not scared. They think, okay, that guy's good.
Yeah, David, in my town, they already know David. When they see David, hey bro, what's
No, they
up?
call me LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron, how are you? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, LeBron. Hey, LeBron, how are you?
They want to talk to David.
Yeah, even if they don't know how to speak English, like when the
Yeah.
police stop me, they'll go, "Hello, how are you?"
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir. They want to speak English to me, even
Yeah.
though their English isn't that good, right?
Yeah.
And if I go to Iba, to the McDonald's, all the little kids, they see my car, they run up to me, right?
Yes, they already know David.
They know I'm going to buy them a McDonald's because, you know what? My life right now, it isn't great. You know, I'm blind in this eye. I've got high
But
blood
David
pressure.
is full of love here.
I'm very nice to people here. I
Yes.
feel like it's like paying your tax. Who cares about, you know, they say if you're a foreigner, they're going to charge you more. Who cares? The more that they charge me is what, 50 cents or $1. It's not going to change my life, but it might change theirs. It's not going to change my day either, but it might change theirs, right?
Yes.
And then she always has to stop me because she says I give away too much. As nice as she is, I'm nicer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because you always say no. Then you don't need to give them 100 pesos. Give them 5 pesos. They'll be happy.
Yeah.
But I want to.
Because you know David, when he saw the kids or the beggar, is that the correct?
Yeah, beggars. These
Yeah,
beggars.
He already gave food and he want also give money. And I said just the food is enough. You don't need to give money.
But I believe in one thing. The more good you do, the more good things will happen to you. I believe in karma.
Yeah.
And I think the universe will pay you back if you're nice. If you're helping people, it'll pay you back. That's what I believe. So I try and help as many people as I can. So here, tell them that you're not some extra special Filipino, that they can find a Filipino who will take care of them.
Yes, a lot of Filipino. We still have a lot of Filipino.
That are very nice.
Yes.
I had we bought a wheelchair off of Facebook from a girl, and she was married to a disabled guy for 12 years, right?
Yeah.
And he died. He got a COVID shot and it killed him. Well, at least that's what they think.
So don't scare to come.
Don't
and
scare to
visit.
come and visit.
Yes.
You know, if nothing else, just for a week or two to see if you like the vibe. You'll see that.
On the first day, you just enjoy yourself to go somewhere.
Yeah, and don't go online and try to meet someone. Just come out here without knowing anyone. You know me. And just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, just enjoy your life.
Right. Because I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
you know, if you're making like $1,500 a month, you're struggling like hell in America. $1,500 a month here, you're making more than most
don't
people.
spend yourself only in the room.
Yeah.
And waiting for your last day in your
Right.
life.
In the room.
Yes. Just go to Philippines.
Or if you're gonna
wherever.
I spend my day in the room, but I see her, she's
Yes.
around, and then the kids come by and give me a kiss and take my money.
Yeah. I have a lot of nephews and nieces
Yeah.
here.
Like this one.
You see?
Not the mommy.
That is the David
That's my
happy,
favorite.
happy
Here,
pills.
open up so they can see Sophie.
Be, sige daw ikaw daw. Magkait ka daw sa kanila, Be. Hello! Dali na!
She has my phone in her hand, so you can't talk to her anymore. She's like a zombie. But I'm trying to tell you, please, you don't know what you have left. You might only have a year. You might only have 6 months. You might have 5 years. You might get shocked and have 30 years left. So you might as well enjoy the rest of your life. You've worked hard all your life. Come out and you could get, you're not going to get one probably this beautiful because all of them aren't this pretty. And a lot of them aren't going to work like she does to have her body. And the guys that are doing it, tell hi to all the guys who watch your exercise videos. Smoothly City, look at your video.
Okay. Thank you for smoothly. And thank you to all of you watching my workout videos.
And when I come to Las Vegas, when we make it to Las Vegas, that's where my family was. That's the last place I lived in America's Las Vegas. We'll come to the place and visit you if you'd like.
Yeah.
Or better yet, you come here and visit us, and we'll introduce you to some people that are nice, or take you a place where you can meet your own people. And you know what else is nice here? There's beaches all over the place. There's 7,000 islands. You'll find somewhere that you like here.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to get in where you fit in, and people will treat you right.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about every day like in America. I remember when I was in America and going to the gas station, and there's all kinds of people hanging out at the gas station, looking like criminals and everything. But don't be afraid to better your life. So many people call me every day. And I said, when you're coming, I'll be here in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. You're never going to come if you try and plan. The only way you're going to come is just to wake up one morning and say, I'm going to the Philippines.
Yeah.
That's what I've done plenty of times. That's how I went to the Dominican Republic. That's how I went to Hawaii. That's how I went to England. I didn't plan to go. I knew I wanted to go. And then one day I just woke up and said, I'm going. Called my dad up, told him, get all my furniture out of the apartment, I'm gone. I'm at the airport. I've done that maybe 10 times. But I was a pretty wild person. And I didn't expect to be in my old age to be crippled and tired and swollen feet and blind in one eye. But I am. And look at all the problems that I have, and look at what I have. My beautiful wife, as so many of you like to remind me, I know she's beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
She doesn't appreciate it. She loves it. She eats it up. It makes her many happy.
Because when I was young, nobody tell me that I'm beautiful. In Philippines,
In Philippines, they think, this is how they think about each other. Now, they are a little bit racist to each other, but not to foreigners.
Yes. But now, they look like me, like in a high,
Yeah, because she's not fat like the rest of them in her class, and she lives a little bit better. So everybody says, oh, I'm so lucky. She's lucky too, right?
Yes.
But you tell them that you're lucky to have.
I'm very lucky to have David.
See, it isn't just
Because,
I'm lucky.
yeah.
She's lucky.
We both lucky.
Yeah, it's like they say.
I have him and he have me.
Right.
So we both lucky.
So what I'm doing is getting in where I fit in. So all you guys sitting around in a wheelchair with a $1,500 check that goes away the day after you got it, $1,500 here, you're making $1,500 is what? 75,000 pesos,
Yes.
80,000 pesos,
Yes.
which is more than the bank presidents are making. 80,000 pesos is a lot of money in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And if you're not an
You
idiot like
you
I
can,
am,
You can have a nice.
you don't need to do the things that I do. I do a
Yeah.
lot of stupid things. She'll tell you.
Yeah, David is very.
I don't. Money doesn't last in my
I'm
hand.
the one to control it. David cannot control.
I cannot control my spending.
Yes.
No matter how much I have, I can spend it in a day. I always got to have a new phone. I've gotten better now. I get a new phone every 2 years instead of every 6 months, right?
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of people can eat Filipino food, and that's probably my biggest expense, right? Is food.
Yes.
I spend $600 a month on food. She spends what, 5,000?
Yeah, $100.
Yeah, she spends 100 for a month on food. And if I wasn't around, she'd spend less, because you can buy stuff across the street or at the
Yeah.
what do they call it, Candelarias? At the
Carinderia.
Carinderia.
But I don't want to buy food in
She don't like, because she doesn't
Carinderia.
think nobody can cook with her.
Because I can
She,
cook.
and she thinks it's dirty. And if you could cook,
Yeah.
if you get a girl that can cook, like I saw a guy the other day. He's one of our subscribers, and he says he eats rice 3 times a day, and his wife says, "Well, if you don't like it, don't eat." Now I'm lucky because Rose can cook anything that I dream of, but maybe you can learn to eat rice a day, rice 3 times a day. But I had a rice dinner today that was absolutely
Dinner,
excellent.
that is your lunch.
I had rice for lunch, and it was. Tell me what
That
it
is a
was.
fried rice with,
With
the
shrimp? And hot peppers, because I love hot peppers.
Yeah, and I get some my sweet potato leaves on our backyard.
And she put some. She thinks I didn't taste it. She put some bitter gourd in there too.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I seen the bitter gourd.
That is the sweet potato leaves.
That looked like bitter gourd.
Yes, that is a sweet potato leaves. Because David hates the vegetable, so I need to
Chop it up real
chop
small.
it and then mix it together with the food. So it's like a baby. You need to chop the vegetable and then you feed the ano.
And don't tell me that there's vegetables in it.
You can tell it after.
Yeah, but she does. And then if you can't find a woman, come here, Peppa, come here.
That's not Peppa.
Oh, that's Max. Where's Peppa? We have 3 dogs. You can get a dog. The dogs are really nice here and cheap.
Yeah, cheap.
Okay, get that dog. Let me see.
Come here, Max.
Just something that's crazy. This is Max. He's a Shih Tzu. They're like $750 in America. Here they're what?
100.
$100. And look, see? Come here, Max.
Hello.
So
My
if you can't
name
find a
is
woman, you can get a dog.
Yes.
And then okay, here comes our Sophie.
And that is my niece. Bau Chubby.
And what about me? I get one.
Kiss mo na si Uncle.
See that? And it's like having a bunch of grandkids, the nieces and nephews, and they love you. All you got to do is give them candy
Yeah, they are happy. Give them chocolate.
or 5 pesos.
Yeah, 5 pesos, 10 pesos, 20 pesos.
But don't think you're going to get to keep your phone around. If they're around you, they're going to take your phone and watch TikTok. All right, well, that's it. I just wanted to give some disabled people some encouragement.
Yeah,
To come out and get out here.
Inspirational.
Right. And Rose will keep doing her exercise videos for you guys to look at. And I'll keep giving you advice. My life is so much better here, so less stress-free.
Yep.
People like you here. You'll never, ever be able to walk down the street without someone saying,
Yes.
"Hello, Kuya."
You're a king or queen here.
It's
They
that,
treat you good.
and here in Asia, for some reason, they have more respect for, if you're one of the older guys that are watching this, they have respect for their elders, for the older
Yes,
people.
Yes.
They don't just throw you away.
No.
You're like a library to
You know,
them.
Philippines, even you are 60 years old, you still in your parents.
Yeah, some never even leave.
Yeah.
They're 60 and their parents are 80, and
Yeah.
they're still at the house.
They still together.
Or like up at where she used to live, all her sisters live in one place.
Yeah.
So all the nieces, their best friends are
One
their
compound.
cousins.
Yes, we just only one compound.
And when I first went up there, I was thinking this is a dream of a lot of Americans.
Yeah, I remember.
Her father was
I
in the
remember
hammock.
that. I remember that when you first time you came.
I went to the province. Her father was in the hammock. All of his kids were there.
Under the mango tree.
All his grandkids were there, and everybody was playing.
Yes.
And you know that's a dream in America to have all your family around you.
Yeah. It's
Here
very-
it happens.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you marry into the family, you are family, right?
Yes.
All right. Maganda gabi for us.
Magandang gabi.
Maganda dam gabi. See,
All
see, I
right.
give her a chance to laugh at my Tagalog. I laugh at her English.
Magandang umaga.
Umaga. That's a beautiful morning or good morning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Magandang umaga. Good afternoon.
Or
Magandang
good-
tanghali.
Or maganda tanghali.
Yes. Okay.
Okay? And don't worry if you're fat. You know, I'm fat. Don't worry if you got a beard. They like. Don't worry if you got black skin. They like. But you know what? The one thing, like what Smoothly was saying, that you know the black man in the village, the sunshine shoulders, the black Filipino. What we're trying to show you that there's a different life. You don't have to come to these foreign countries and pick up a bunch of hookers and have them twerking online. That isn't what life's about. Because you know, I lived in the Dominican Republic for 18 years. All these guys that think this girl loves them and she's crying at the airport. As soon as you get on that plane, she's going to the other end of the airport to see the next boyfriend that's moved in. So it's not real. But you know, it's still better than being at home alone. Right?
Yep.
And how often does your mother come to the house? 4 or 5 times a week? And her mother's old. Nobody forgets her mother. Nobody. Nobody here. They all go. And she still cleans. She still goes to the thing. Old people are not thought of as worthless here. They're counted as a treasure. Right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Here. Give me a real kiss. There, see? Wouldn't you like to do that instead of sitting there watching The Amazing Race or something on or Temptation Island? This is the only temptation I have is this one. Alright, goodbye. Thank you. I just wanted to do this because I was just watching the smooth lead. Don't be afraid. And remember,
Don't be afraid.
and don't get online and try to meet a girl online first because
No,
it's not going to work.
they can do that, but don't be spoiled. Don't go spoil your.
And don't start throwing money
Yes.
around.
Just wait until you meet.
When you get here, throw your money around.
Yeah, but not too much.
Not too
okay?
much. You got to save it because you might need
You
it.
need to be like just relax.
Relax and be happy.
Don't show to them that okay, I can give you a lot of money. No.
Just show them you can give them a lot of love.
Yes, love first and.
And you're
trust.
luckier than me if you got 2 arms. You could give her a hug. I can't give her a hug right now because this arm doesn't work, or I'd be hugging her. She hugs me. Much better. All right.
All right. Bye.
Third time. Bye. Go ahead, turn it off so I shut up. Sophie, say bye.
Bye, daw, be. Bye.